So I pay years in common bebre nara na baby a ye do no ye bane ya boshe or ye Ghana movie industry, the future of Ghana movie industry. Oh here papa, a lot of people are talking about it. Yes, Susanna, the way we saw the industry, are we saying same today, and what does the future hold for the Ghana movie industry? And this morning I'm privileged to have in the studios one of the finest, one of the names say Eba Ghana movie industry, na say Amba the Imba Ghana movie industry no more cry. You've not talked about it. Is it Obiana Missimo Bon, Obisi Socrate Safo, Obisi Socrate Safo, is in Bebre, but he is right here with me in Tinanka Sunday, Obey myself. None of our Bozini years I train so that we have it at the back of our minds to know how to pronounce it. Good morning, my big brother.
Good morning, sir.
Always looking young.
Yes, just like you.
Really?
Yes.
No, I will tell you my secret,
okay.
But you would have to tell me yours. What's the secret behind this young looking?
Well, I would say first and foremost, I'm health conscious.
Okay.
Yes. I stopped eating meat in primary school. Yes, it's once.
You stopped eating meat in primary school?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Meat was not created for human beings. It's even in the Bible until the flood.
That's right.
Where Noah and the family came out from the ark.
No one is Beninzi.
The no munye eduane. Nti omo bae na nsa ne Nyankopɔn e kire om se emoa na ene omo wo ho no omo kubi.
Wontu kubi no wo monzi.
Omo ni kosi se nuaba no ebe.
So you're more of a veggie or a vegan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not strictly
vegan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know the last time
you had meat. That's wonderful.
And if you try it, you will see that. And I've not been to the hospital before. I've only seen the dentist. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, but I've never been sick for a day.
In your life?
In my life.
Since the time you started taking the red meat?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to the most controversial one, which has to do with your name.
My name?
Obviously, Socrate Safo. Obviously, Socrate Safo. Obviously, the right word is Socrates. Shatawale even used it, Socrates. And some say, no, they know it's Socrates. Please, you are here. Let us know about the name.
My name is Socrate Safo.
Socrate Safo?
Yes.
It's not Socrate Safo?
Well, if you go to the French countries, they have names that ends with S, but the S is always silent.
Okay.
The S you see there is silent S. That's why sometimes George was Georges until we decided to take out the
S to make it George.
So
but
I don't write
the George's mom.
I don't write S at the end.
So yours is Socrates.
Yes. Actually, it's after the Brazilian footballer Socrate, who was a medical doctor and was still playing active football.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I wasn't born Socrate.
Great.
Yes, I wasn't born Socrate.
You adapted the name.
Yeah, because when we were playing football, I used to come to the park from school with my books and all. So they start teasing me. Okay. Yes.
That a scholar who still would, an intelligent guy who still would want to play football.
So, and in those days, if they tease you and you don't adopt it or accept, you are dead.
On your crowd. So you just take it like that.
You just take it. I didn't like it at the beginning, but I realized that, hey, because it was the coach who teased me with it because I always come from school with my books.
And that has more or less become your name.
Yes.
So what name were you born with?
Kwabena Kranting.
Kwabena Kranting. Yeah. How many people do know that?
Safo.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, before we bump into our conversations, we're going to go straight up to one of the movies in Ghana. Most of you do not know that the brain behind that movie, Onye Kwabena Safo Socrate Safo, seated here with me this year with me. So let's go straight up to Chewa part 1, 2, 3 up to 13, and we'll be talking about that. In fact, your name should be in the Guinness Book of Record. Why? Because Chewa seems to be the longest movie to the parts. Mense the movie be akuta part 1 out to part 13. Chewa part 1 to part 9.
No, you release it 12, you release it 13.
So part 1 to part 12?
But 13 was 13 but you release it.
What stopped it? Is it that at some point Ghanaians were fed up with Chewa?
No. There was an issue with it. I think editing.
Okay.
Editing. was the problem. Nah, you have a problem with the machines and all that. Just say,
wow.
yeah. And
so you could not release the part 13?
No. But
is there any movie in the world that yenya part 1 to part 12? I have not heard of any apart from Chewa.
Oh, Bebre.
Wow.
Police Academy. You see, I think say Ghana and Kasano kakra me say maybe sometimes it's lack of information and I say ignorance kakra. Intinema uye bibiana. You say from Ghana, you're sharing from a negative point.
That's right.
Instead, say you're sharing from a positive point. I met students from NAFTI. Now, my studio here in Newtown. Me were students from NAFTI. Omo pon, omo ba me ho, omo besua de. One day, obako ba no say o, and then we discussed Chewa, and they were making mockery of Chewa. Say. You make films and you make films, you keep making films. And I was like, wow. Mo lecturer no our problem kakra. Because as a filmmaker, being able to sustain interest in a particular subject for this long and people are still yearning for more should be something that every filmmaker should aspire for.
Wow.
Because who could try film now? But if you have a subject that is guaranteeing you the returns, then why should that not? Why don't you rather
take advantage of it to really
encourage your
more
students to learn what the person is doing right that is sustaining that interest?
What were you doing right with Chewa?
We were doing.
It's one of. In fact, at some point, you know that Ghana na obi kra nenwa yazen be shebi nenwa yazen na wopeda wakade excuse my language this morning wopeda wakade obi anyana they use the word Chewa. I don't know if that affected the character Chewa, you know, and I'm yet to find out from her because up till now people don't even know her real name. Chewa was it from, but what was the inspiration behind that kept on moving, you know?
Well, Chewa set out to do, and Chewa actually, let me credit the right person that should be credited with Chewa.
Okay.
My brother, my business partner, my tight. I don't know how to say it. The late.
Your body.
The late Danfubiye.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Many Danfubiye your partners. You know, ye Juma boom, ye Bibia boom. Fine. So Chewa, actually for Danfubiye.
Whoa.
But I worked on it.
You worked on it?
I worked on it because ye Bibia together.
Whoa.
Now, what we did was the story. And the story, and the story. These are the three things that work for Chewa.
Wow. It really worked.
Yeah.
It was all over.
You see, if you know, as a filmmaker, techniques. The whole thing is techniques. Programmer, techniques.
That's right.
You see how you started it? And I used to say, and I've said it, the hey you see so. Hey you see so. You see how you started the program? Your name, hey. I create your attention.
Right.
Okay, let me look more.
That's right.
Yeah.
See what's going to happen again.
Yes, watching
Yeah.
So the awakening scene. But if you start it slow down,
what at all are they going to talk about?
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Yes.
And
we also touch on what is affecting people.
Chewa did?
Yes. Ubi oshe chewa biya no. Udrin say just for abeisem no. Enya for abeisem. It has more to do with our everyday life, the way we live within our family circles, and the challenges that we all face within our circles.
Wow.
Yes, that is what we talk. And then there was another trick.
Okay.
What people also didn't realize, but we did it smartly, was that the story, Chewa, also getting to a point, we use other stories that we had already.
Okay.
But we only work on the dynamics now to fit into
the whole Chewa thing.
The whole Chewa thing.
Wow.
Something that has happened already.
Yeah.
We pick it, we change it.
That's right. Just to suit the time.
The time.
And it worked for you people.
Yeah.
So far,
in Ghana, me a lecturer, me go school. These are the things I make students know. A technique. Look, entertainment business is a technique. Your boss,
yes,
Ricky,
Mr. Ricky Anoche,
he's done it and he always get it right.
Sure.
Technique.
Sure.
Ma follow Nejuma various places. I work in handwriting.
But now, no, let's do some Chewa. Let's do a little bit of the Chewa thing, and then we come back into the studio and we look at the industry in the days of old, from Nafti to Gamma Films. Now in there, we look at the future as well. I mean, what is changing and how do we make sure that things are right? Let's look at Chewa briefly. Nayambra Sisia.
Hello. Now then, I'm a preacher book. Here, none of the penny phone book. One more, one more, more good. And you show about him about Quakana or Fifi and the other trust and never have. No, Baba, Chewa, Mortis, never know that Casa. Unia Bema, why? Then I walk. So you know, concern yourself. I saw. Come on, I said, Chewa, come on in a bar, I said, Minia, I didn't know. I'm born in German. I did born in wire. I'm in German. I did born in wire. I am born in. Come, barefoot. I saw. Sorry, woman. Oh, I cried with you. Woman of the fool. Hey, chin and you want some. Hey, Chewa. I don't have over here. You're crying. A bini sign. Huh? Oh, Yaruba coffee. Chewa. Oh, Yaruba coffee.
And soon you want to casa. Medical. What to talk about, maybe.
Coco.
Hey, did you? I said, the more do.
Come on, Honto.
And from Bonnie Chummy.
Bonnie, why I can't not your hear me. I am from
Bonnie Chummy.
Mr. Bonnie, Ben, why ye?
You can't go come.
Oh, come.
Chewa.
Come, Bonnie.
Chewa. You will need Nakasa. Casa. Just one, my dear, more fine chummy.
I dear Bonnie, why you
Who's a Macumo Bema?
Me for you. Let us say,
Hey, Bema.
oh, yeah, dear. They trap. Men, what we have here, now, how be you?
You couldn't. Men, I'm a dean Sagra was in him. Madame Ponko.
Hey,
Madame Ponko. Nesuna Mitsna. Number 2 of the aquadidi.
and
I'm a nana.
Bad
Day.
Why?
And I'm sure this is Macadamia, the most popular movie. At some point it was. Obiarenyim. Now, in time was Oyoden. Also, why do you be in Northern Sun? So what did Chewa do to you too?
But Will was directed by Akwete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was directed by Akwete.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah.
That's okay. Uncle, Chief Socrates, let's look at this. Let's do the rating.
Okay.
So far, how would you rate the Ghana movie industry from Gamma Films to Ekwansa period?
Okay. I can say Enyema Abaform.
Wow.
Enyema Abaform. Enyema Abaf. Enti senya neti no. Ena enye senya ni epeni niye. Yes. Adie ba kwa eha ye pa eye distractions.
Distractions?
Yeah, distractions.
From where?
From, what say, Abra, and I would say, this industry, it grew organically. It grew organically. And yes, you can ye bi or baby. And ye de be near man ye no. Obi ti said down for be not on paint. A watch motor. And I started on cassettes.
That's right.
And obi share me. Yeah, be a kaboom. Then we grew together. But I was also I went to school as an auto mechanic.
Wow.
Yes, Mercedes-Benz GNT's technical.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I decided to study film by reading.
By reading?
We go to the libraries and I read, but I was also playing football actively.
Wow.
Fine. It got to a time I got to a football team that is Okwa United, the junior side. And I remember one day, me say, no, I have plans, but looking at football in those days.
Yeah.
And as a junior player, no,
wasn't
be able
really
to
work out kinda.
Yeah, looking at what I want to aspire. I was aspiring to be. Until I left, and I came down and I decided to study. By then, there was nothing as a video industry. A celluloid. Those days.
Yes.
And to shoot a film is not small. It was very, very, very expensive. And then you'll be funding But I saw the video camera for the first time, and I said, wow, I can use this to tell a story.
Which year was this?
That was somewhere in 85 there.
Okay.
And because I went to work, Namiti Bukum. You know, my parents were Oxford Street.
Okay.
But me free fee. Eba betina Bukum because of football.
Okay.
Yeah.
The couple of thing kinda. That's interesting. We might all have experience. I mean, the Kubala thing, never mind. So those watching
football,
essay.
Because you're more frase, no.
That's right.
You're more quiet. Near be fire. Labadi, my name is senior brother who is late now.
Okay.
Near be fire. Your cover ball from Labadi, Teshin. Your work be a friend in Muncheni area ball. Near be fire near court. You free fia. It's maybe 2 days to your baby school. No, and
then you come back home.
Yeah, we come back home. Say, we were fortunate to have parents who gave us the freedom.
Understood what you wanted to do at the time.
Wanted to do.
Okay, then.
Yeah, in those days, and now who are first, no are fire and call.
Okay.
Yeah, then it got to a point where I got a team at Accra, Asad Malam Babies.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need them babukum.
Okay.
Now my classmates being so from both the same team, you know.
Okay.
So I got there. My classmate ne back home. Ne sister Kuno, a video center, Sambi video.
Okay.
Unim ni so musician.
No.
Ni funny.
I know him, that's right.
You know ni funny. Ne brother ni so.
Okay.
Omo papa. And the third video center. Brazil Lane.
Wow.
Inti na madam for me kotina na nche obukom no. Ni sister Kuno.
Wow.
Inti obi a video center no kan tell say person be adwuma wo ho as a cleaner.
Those were the days when we would use chalk to write on the board.
I was the one who was writing.
You were the one who drew.
Yeah, I was doing. That was what I was also doing. Wow. We were sorry around 4 a.m. in the morning. No walk around the area. No walk through senior.
You be for the day.
For the day. No walk through. You pon so no apra dem ho nyina. Nti akonwa so no yeda. Yeah. That is what I decided to do. Then, anopano, me call library, me could read about films. So
in rating, the Gamma Film Days coming down to a concert days. Now you have confirmed that in Zamako Film.
Oh yeah.
Let's look at when did we start going down? What really happened, and how do we move on as a people?
Okay. Yeah, make us see distractions. No, we build all this organically, as I was saying. No, kakra. I was the second person to release video commercially.
Wow, in Ghana.
In Ghana.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Should I say the whole world? Yes, because we started from here. Actually, the first person who released was Alenjima.
A African movie.
Yeah, Ghanaian movie.
Ghanaian movie.
Alenjima. You know Alenjima? Mm-hmm. Ghana Video City.
Nyanyen.
Lumba the neighbor.
Nyanyen.
Will be a Video City war actually here.
That's right.
Yeah. And not new Sofo that's group no. It tried the first video.
Wow.
But Oman released it commercially.
Okay.
Then came Zinabu. But there was also another film that was Dede. By Gamma Films.
Gamma Films,
and
that's
also
right.
Oman released it.
Okay.
They did the Oman Yahu Bibi Omo Trevi and Anom. They were shooting celluloid and they put a video camera by it.
Do we have these records there? Do we have them somewhere that one day we could go visit them?
I'm trying to write a book, so
we'll come to
I'm working
Tutu.
on- yeah.
I've read something about Tutu. We'll come to Tutu.
Yeah.
We're looking at the instructions.
Actually, that is what happened. But Zinabu shot first, came out first.
Okay.
And I came out second.
With?
Unconditional Love. That was 1988. 3rd May
Okay.
1988. And we released Unconditional Love. Yeah.
Your first movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inti we ni na yenko school bia ye nim adwuma ne so ne niema. Now, uncle kwa nsan mu so anom wo ho no. Omo hu yen say we were some, so they were not even calling us filmmakers. They were calling us video storytellers.
Okay.
Yes, they wouldn't even accept us.
They did not say what you're doing to be professional.
Professional.
Okay.
No. But mistake, there was no mistake no one. Think I saw mo chien tenase. No mo chire adwuma ne so. Yes, yenkoho. Akora ne koho a afi de so chire ne so. Oni akora wo ho. Wo se monye we wonye. Wo se akora na koya. Now explain things to him. But no, we didn't get that orientation from them. But in some Omokan at that time, and then it resonates. What am I saying? That was where mistakes be. Fine.
How did it really affect the industry?
One, marketing.
Because they were looking for professionalism.
Yes, marketing the collapse. Marketing you go your marketing first. You go marketer in every business. Say marketing go business collapse. Into your marketing by dealing with TV stations. That's where we got it wrong. That's where we.
So
got it wrong.
instead of Yebeye movie now,
maintaining
to the cinemas to watch.
Yes.
Now we put the movies on the screens.
On the screens.
Where people could watch them without paying. And that is what we are doing now. So nobody pays for film again. You shoot a film and then there is no market for you. Because people are waiting to watch them on TV. I've been saying this every day. Me baby, I make about industry and that is the first thing, the first mistake. And we did it out of ignorance. Okay.
Now, stupidity is making us keep it there.
It's punishing you?
We are so stupid that affecting, we keep doing it.
When you say we are so stupid, are you talking about the industry players? Or talking about Ghanaians in general?
Yeah, the industry players.
But couldn't you people have that? Oh, no, you
nobody
just
is
use the
listening.
word
Sometimes I haven't seen a 2-year draw.
Whoa.
Nobody is listening. Nobody. I haven't said TV stations not 2-year draw.
So now you are comfortable giving your production to us?
People finish film and nobody is listening.
What should be the way, or what should have been the way now that you've moved out of that ignorant state?
We haven't.
What do you think should have been the way?
No, we have graduated from ignorance to stupidity.
Oh, so
because we started, One, we thought, say, Ghanaian movies and comma TV station, because at that time, we said foreign movies. And people were complaining. They were complaining Ghanaian films. So we went to GTV in those days.
Okay.
Now, my partner, Mr. Hackman, Hacky Films. No, my partner. We did Ghost Years. After Ghost Years, we did Lovers Blues. After Lovers Blues, and Stepdad. Now, we felt, say, you Ghost Years away. That was ignorance.
Whoa.
Because Sini.
Whoa.
Sini, a 5-year life span, a recycle, a revolving. Every 5 years, you have new markets. There are people who now have the economic power to purchase it or spend on it. They are new, they've not seen it. Every 5 years, you you have a new market for it. So you can repackage it, bring it back.
Okay.
That is how movie business is.
Yes.
So in the industry, you have something we call canning. What can a film, no? When we say we've canned a film, that means
okay.
Where you have free system, no, they are called go baby storage. Into 5 years' time, no,
they are back, like recycling it to suit the time.
The time. But we didn't get that orientation. Uncle Kwansan man, they were seeing us as nuisance. And soon some more can so yen who almost say almost pay 70 and tiomo.
Okay. That went to me and synchronize.
Yes. Yen tiomo, your first someone pay us. And almost who and say, Yasun Yadin, just say, yeah, Baba say, I dear. Ye nyapeni bin so anchi antena say anka yambum. So that is where we thought that we were smart. So we gave in the film to TV. I remember there Ghost Years on TV. I was so excited. And the number of people are almost share, you know. And now me too me who say 77 previous age me. Because yes, because when him near you see na mo we feel so biahwe. But there ye Ghost Years. Me to car me call round. You know say in those days near tunton TV say wakwan ho bebre. Boom baby ye ni bia na manfo egu ho no mo hwe. And me gina over 5 minutes na metie, then I move to the other and I read a bebre ho no mo hwe. But man who say it's rather telling us something.
Okay.
Because in nipa no mo hwe ye no, see the 200 year plan the baby mu a near bo advert and combesan ababetua sika maye. But how much did they give us in those days?
In those days,
we give us 2.5 million old cities.
Old Ghana cities.
And then 6 months airtime on TV for
Okay.
our new movie. That was Stepdad.
Okay.
Near Deba. We were excited. We were thought we were smart because now Ghost Years need to adverts. But we know. Yentia. Little did we know that we are killing the future markets.
The future market.
In Tinafedia, when so many films so are not the Coma TV station. We must are not the Coma TV station. Will be a cash in. Now they were paying 2.5 million. It got to a point. Now they said 1 million. Even adverts in Kumawood can hold no crampono. Almost so every year in 1 month adverts.
Because now they realize that
it drew baby na feed almost kebi mo advert take it or leave it. We were still going because you feel say we trust in na uyi no watro end of part 1 e we chire nti amanfo hwa then they will come to the market and then come and look for part 2. It got to a point people got wiser and the part 2 no cramp no more twen e TV so because they realize say almost part 2 na sometimes sinibo how better free kromo bebe fie near you
TV show.
So people got wiser and we got more stupid. And
it's quite sad, huh?
Yeah.
It's quite sad there.
What I'm saying,
we could not see the future from that time.
No. Ignorance at that time. Now we are still doing it. So is it not stupidity?
Maybe there is a way out. I'm sure you would.
There's no way out. The way out. Make out TV so and yet.
Oh, but so we kind of let's look at the storylines.
Yeah.
Because some
there
people
was no problem with our storylines.
No, but some people are of the view that one of the reasons why people are not really patronizing some of these Ghanaian movies as compared to the Nigerian movies has to do with storylines in there.
It's not true.
Compared to the days before.
It's not true. We were selling more Ghanaian films than Nigerian films. We were selling more Ghanaian films. But there were a lot of Nigerian films at that time. Maybe 10-1.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But the Ghanaian films, we were selling. That was it. And the Ghanaian films, you see, the distributors as Opera were making more money from the Nigerian films than the Ghanaian films.
Why?
Because the Ghanaian film, the producer, no, Ghana, or the bar, Oton Bakwan, CD Bakwan, Ebia in those days, no minya jama 70 pesos. But the Nigerian films, the Omoko Nigeria, no makoto tape ne Bakwan, one more pirating at the bar.
Okay.
Into your tongue and scanning in idea.
Okay.
Into they were selling a lot of the Nigerian films, pirated markets.
Whoa.
Aha. Into na obeko shop muno. Nigerian films ni bebre, Ghanaian film ne Bakwan. Yeah, that was the whole thing. But the Ghanaian films were selling, and we had good stories.
Wow.
Just that, like any industry in the world, show me one industry. Omuni shoddy productions. Uko Hollywood, they have B movies. Bebre. Enko baby America. Uko China. A lot of that.
Yeah.
Nigerian films na ni ehu wo ha no. Uko opera in those days, and wo obia or dealing in Nigerian films no boys are omuko fa film ne ba omutena asehwe. The shoddy ones no omufa markets. Because of no afei no dini sika ba be shim.
Okay.
But the Ghanaian film need the producer na dia ba. Inti send ye tie bia no producer no akotwa ne CD on the ogie gu market ho. Inti by a chance no better shoddy one ne bi.
Okay.
But the Ghanaian Nigerian film no no the we yi shoddy one no every mo. So these are the parities I need Jumano at that time.
All right. Let's look at investment. At the time, home shots, not yaze share in there. Those days, how was the investment like? Where were you getting the support? Nomnaze.
I started with zero investments from anywhere apart from what I was able to raise by selling name a court around because me was sending it to you around Usu Arena by States Hono. Na Lebanese for any nema bibli or ntino. Eya omo tutu nema bibli good aluminium. Ntino na anopa. Me call ma cause aluminium no. Ne abeton. Na me wo milo chance bi. Na kasika kakra ni de shem. Na fe nso me ye ne ye frade bi Guga. Uko art center artifacts na ye wo no. Ni etwi o de sandpaper.
Okay.
Etwi ehwa polish tina me ye no nso bi. Ansa me san wo video center hona. I was getting small monies from various. Then came a point where my brother no US or also SN me. I think it was $10 who said BB sir.
At the time.
At that time, no email woman not sending boys. The new animal no email letter. Be minimum say who be envelope.
Yeah, those days.
Email.
Those days
envelope.
I remember. Then you go na akwajisikano, yes.
And you won't go this kind of or the shame.
See, they put the money. I remember any time, growing up, they will send you the money and then they will give you the code.
No, code will be any in those days. Master code will be any baby. Or the shame, why you're lucky now? Postmaster
red and blue envelope.
Yes.
Red and blue envelope. Yes.
We'll be
Oh no! I know about that because those days now you're post office so we know about those ones. Yes.
Yes. Inti ebi we hold me $10 at that time, and I kept that one too. And my sister back home, Adwa, and also my friend the finance minister. And also we be kakra. That's how I started unconditional love. Okay. Then, though I am sumo, but I got the buy-in of my friends that I use in the production.
Okay.
Yes, and there was also another friend, Tesaba, who also none mame tutunam. Ewo mponano, but no keeping in my musica. The bank, and also at the 72 CDs in those days.
At that time.
And also the buy, and made a year. By a few years, and then the film itself was paying
generating
for itself.
Money too.
Yes.
Were you doing movies? Those of you who started around that time, were you doing the movies out of love, like the passion for it, or you were looking at it at the commercial, perspective?
Let me say this: my interest in doing movies was actually the film Tuntum that I have done now.
We'll talk about that.
Yes, because I got that story from a dream. I remember we went to Sunday school and we were told the story of Adam and Eve.
Okay.
And I asked a question that the
Sunday school teacher?
Teacher no went to me and Chiremasi. And beside say Adam and Eve, no me abrofo na before. And when Timmy and Chiremasi, he wasn't bold enough. He wanted to imply, say, Omoye abrofo. But when Timmy and Siso, and I remember I decided to, me dream one, say, God, so did you create them white or did you create them? And I had a dream and I saw what actually I believed transpired. And from that time, I kept having that dream every day.
That other men even know where, but in your dream you saw them as black people?
That is what is in Tuntum. What actually, I saw it, like I was seeing it every day. And so that is what I decided to do the movie about. But I realized I couldn't do it because of the process, how to achieve the full interpretation. No, I couldn't do it.
You wanted to use your movies to speak to the people about who Africans are.
Yes.
If I'm getting, because after reading around Tuntum, that's the signal I get.
That was
you want to portray to Africans who we are. We'll come to Tuntum. So then, Epede Catching and there, it is more about speaking to the people more than making money out of it. But did movie or has movie paid you?
Me?
You as a person?
To the glory of God, yes.
Okay.
I am okay.
So at some point you realize that it goes beyond just speaking to the people with the movies, but also making great money out of it.
But that is what I've lived on all my life. I've been a filmmaker since I stopped school. I quit school 2 weeks to the final exams.
Whoa.
Mercedes-Benz GNT Technical.
Whoa.
I quit school 2 weeks to the final exam. I quit to go and play football. And
right from football, you realized that this one can't help, so you went into movie.
I came to movies.
Some of the view that the movie industry, you're good, not just what you're saying, but also producers now were producers. They were businessmen.
But that's
so
how
we
it's supposed
cash
to
our
be.
money out. We're not interested in like any other thing apart from why you're baby. So investing into it towards the future was not there.
You see, in every business, you have the investor and you have the creator. What you must say? Danfu BA was an investor, and I'm just not ton paint, and Michiano. Then we decided to partner to do, and by God's grace, we all got bigger. There is nothing that we are dreaming of. We are talking about Film Village. Many Danfu BA Civil Village, ewo Saperman. Now your films ni na chewa ni nema na hono. E ho de yitwa own. You create a whole village of our own. Yes, you see in Tadan no. Any nyina because now you shoot to village BI what the nchen or never near shoot village scenes no because we decided to shoot films it's about village settings. It's near co village be have a drew baby na fe villages na no almost demands no course ro. BA was like I didn't say enter as CB or Hansi na creating so we decided to near a film be near in those days near 500 each. Mimi 500, no so 500 near the guys near see down no more CCB. Into we now had our own village and see no there was no light there. To generator and we had our own production setup. So if you ask me, I've lived on film and I am okay.
So you disagree with those? You disagree with those who are working there? The producers were more of businessmen, so they did not have that successive plan to ensure that we maintain the industry so that tomorrow, 1 hour, Baba, no, so we make our money and we're done.
That is how the whole world go to Hollywood. Go to Hollywood. You know Dodi Fayed. He was an investor in film. And it was distractions distractions from people who don't understand and they are looking at you and judging you and even advising you. They don't understand the industry. In the way no obi can way now once we fail now we feel industry. We feel say you nipa na no or you're right. But out of ignorance. Because film industry the whole world has been sponsored by other investors. Ushe Despite. How did he got into music?
Okay.
That he helped the music industry. He was doing other things.
He was a businessman?
And he invested in it. And the thing is show business. So you need investors.
The creator should have rather, had that dream of ensuring that that plan or Bob Wama moving which now you talked about moving
orientation.
TV station. Okay.
Orientation, we were lacking orientation.
We were lacking that.
There was nobody to tell us, say, baby, our direction, and yet because of ABCD.
Would you say that the concert group of people did not do you people well or were near the music and the movie industry well?
I just told you
The
something.
conversations we're having.
I just said something that, look, they did advise us, but the approach was wrong.
Okay.
We also didn't listen. We didn't respect them because their approach made us rebels.
Okay. And that has brought us here today.
That has brought us on our knees.
You talked about Ye Chasenene as a comma, the TV station, which Wama says Sierra no, Yentumon commerce Mosadeyako. Now, the Nigerians, forgive me, but let's do this comparison. If you look at one movie industry now, it's one of their cash cows as far as one economy is concerned.
Yes, it used to be.
You understand?
It used to be.
But doing better than Ian, you know, we your crew from the dad, you know, and so now one. It is almost the same thing.
We all went down.
So what are they doing right that is keeping them going?
We all went down. Mistakes stand here, almost started the same. They are our friends. We meet. I have Nigerian producers who come and they sleep in my house. You think
the movie industry is still not doing well?
We all went down.
Okay.
Now they have found another system creative.
Okay.
Advantage by in every business, numbers count.
They have the numbers.
They have the numbers. Every thriving film industry, we are seeing Ghana is a wonderland when it comes to film industry. How we have been able to grow. Because what is the film industry in Germany there? Because they don't have the numbers. Holland, they don't have numbers. America have numbers. India have numbers. China have numbers. But they shoot films in Japan. But they don't have the numbers now. Population and so. Your primary market is key.
That's right.
Your primary market is key. Other markets in are secondary. So if you collapse your primary markets, you are gone. But Nigeria, our primary market now, a huge and so. It's now almost started to say almost year in a different way. You know. Look at the numbers, over 200 million.
That's right.
Good. So even if you get 1 million
patronizing
it,
you are good to go.
You are good to go. What am I saying? So almost started in a different form, different formats. Being on Netflix, though I have my reservations on the technicalities and the facts within what is going there, which is not for public.
Okay.
Dynamics be more industry no fine.
Okay.
But Masa, we are not doing badly, and I'm telling you, say, and I have said it. Within 24 hours, we can turn things around. If we decide to do it.
If we decide to do it. Now, let's go for this thriller. That's Chief Socrate, latest coming out.
Is that my new title?
I say.
Chief.
Yeah, I call you Chief now. So, Numbo, Asafwache, Socrate Safo. Let's look at this thriller. Tuntum, when we are back, we'll discuss it here.
A wise man once said, until the lions get to tell their side of the story, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. The scrolls, they have been hidden away for many, many years because the story must not be told. The time now is right to let the story out. Come with me on a journey of revelation. This is the lion's side of the story. Tum, tum.
Tuntum, why me make a shame, no? Say Azeba Brunyin is a match of the black. And that is the latest on the table of Oye Socrate Safo. Can you tell us something small about this one?
Well, like I said, no, when I hear the first film, na me pese me ye. Menti me anye. My yes 7 attempts.
Wow.
To do it.
Wow.
Anytime I may try, no, I don't get it right. Nimejai. Until I met one young man, Michael, and and he showed me something. And no, your call program be Sami Flex. No, your program be what Facebook.
Okay.
So your call why you could your point, you know. And or they be me on the phone to say, oh, and also we know you because next in submissions that day, you know, he was on point with things on the film industry.
Okay.
So, now you can see, oh, okay, let me see. Maybe someone say, you did this, and I say, oh yes. I say, okay, then I would like to talk to you. And I say, okay. So I say, well, I have this idea. Can we partner and do it? This is how the story is. I catch a I say, okay. 2 days later, and I was sending me shorts, I watch it, let me say, why you have to hold it down? And I say, and I say, oh no, you catch it, no. And let me say, what baby so that now? Because exactly how I was seeing it.
Okay.
Exactly how I was seeing it.
Okay.
You know, that is what he has done.
That is what you've presented to me.
Yes. So I gave him the other bit of the story, and then he would do it, send some to me, like short videos, which I have them all in my on my phone.
Okay.
And he was sending, say, oh, okay. And you know, for about a year, we were working on the story. Na minim ni studio, minim ni baby.
Okay.
But we were just exchanging so after a year. And Sana may call now see you have done something, you can come and see. Okay. I went to sit there, I look at the footage, and I say, wow, this is what
you're looking for.
So it took us 4.5 years to do this. Within the 4.5 years now, it got to a point I wasn't hearing from my man again. I call him, he won't pick. Nothing. For a long time, getting to about 6 months. So one day, I decided to look for other animators to help me do it. They all want to do it, but they go off.
Okay.
Yeah, they do, then they go off.
Okay.
So it got to a point where I gave up.
On the story?
Yeah, on the production, I gave up.
Wow.
Then Sami Flex framed me on something else. I told him, say, I think your friend Bibi Hanu, because Jumana, about 10 minutes.
For us to be done with everything.
To be done, only 10 minutes now, or kind of looking at his work rate, you know. Yet within 2 or 3 days, we can finish. But the guy, something is happening to him. It's your friend, any 3-way call, conference call. The guy says, so I went to the house. I sat him down and said, what's not machine? Then he feels, say, no, he shouldn't do it. Yes. What's not machine? I feel, say, oh, you're correct.
Whoa.
So you better not say, I say, okay, let's give me a week. Kakra, and you the day you my who dates. Until that day now, my who say you be my public, you know. I invited a few people, about 100 people,
okay,
to come and watch it.
Okay.
And for me, that was all I wanted to do. Just the 100 people should watch it, and I won't show it again.
Okay, you won't show it again?
No.
So you're not going to show it again?
Something happened. So when we finished the film, I told them that I won't show it again. But my boss from the Beyond the Return Secretariat, who is a black American lady, Annabelle, she was also there.
Okay.
And everybody in the room, we discussed it, and they insisted that
you show it again.
We should show it. But you see, watching the me who story no me who say me can ISN tokwa bloodshed, confusion all over the place.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I see. So I don't know, but I read a bit of the scripts. I mean, if I should say, na Munhu there, you were trying to say that our story has not been told right.
Yeah, this is the lion side of the story.
So you are. So what really are you trying to say? Obio Rite and Uncle to the 100 people, we were not part of it. So if this whole conversation of you showing it again, Wambada, we may not get the opportunity to watch it. Into Tum, it's about what? What do you want to tell the people?
It's about humanity, origin. If you hear by, at the end, you be drew and saying. Now, let me ask you a question. The whole world, Ochina me kwa America. Adia ba kwa mi soon, mentari ama paake no. Kuntu pa. Otimasi. Me bo mistake ni me di way e kodru America Ochina wan hwe amewu. Otimasi. But unim say me no mienu ye betimi abo e hu naked. Anante eha. All year round ayemu. Hwe enye. Unim say
whether rain or shine.
Whether rain or shine. You bet me anante her naked. So if somebody tells you, say, into him find your ball, Adam and Eve, from the Bible, as the Bible says, if it is true, from all scriptures also talk about the origin of humanity, where will it be?
It should be Africa.
It should be Africa. Which side of Africa? You go to the south, you can't stay there. You go to the north, you can't stay there. Eastern side, you can't.
By the west?
Where is the center?
Ghana.
Okay. You don't believe this.
So Tuntum is
Do you
about,
believe it?
So Tuntum is about...
Answer my question. Do you believe it?
Let's move on this
Do
morning.
you believe it?
That man was created.
Do you believe it that looking at geographical climate-wise, human beings, conformity, the creator who knows why he did whatever he did, why he summed the weather in certain areas are in a certain way, and he prepared a place that human beings can survive all year round, and Adam and Eve were naked, where will he place them?
Here in Ghana?
Okay.
Fair nourishing, so sometimes we believe in some of these things because if you look at the nourishing, you read articles and then you realize that indeed Ghana is a place. But what I'm asking is your movie trying to tell the whole world that the Bible got it wrong? And that
the Bible
Ghana
wait a minute. Bible no ain't getting anything wrong.
Okay.
The Bible has stated that human beings were created by God from Anya and Insuo, the three elements, earth, water, and fire. What did the fire do? What did the water do? What did the earth do? You know from school, you create clay, with the clay, what color do you get? What color will you get?
We got black.
Okay.
That's quite interesting. So you may have to...
So where from the white man?
You should tell me. Once you know where the black man is coming from, that you've educated us this morning, where do you think the white man is coming from?
The Bible talks of even after the first one, say, "Wo, see, I'm not here." The catcher says, "Sebi, and I say, my man find you umfatuo." Ubini a catcher and says, "Sebi, ebia, crama be, and any mamma die near wona." How would the person feel? Would the person be happy? Okay. So you see, and maybe or her, that is where it becomes dangerous.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think that from the dreams you had with respect to Tuntum, you think that when you bring this one out, there will be some chaos somewhere? Is that the reason why you did not want to show it again after showing it to the 100 people?
Yeah. But unfortunately for me, I'm showing it this evening.
This evening?
Yes.
Wow.
But not for the public again.
Not for the public? How many people
Yes.
are you inviting?
My boss, Annabelle, I invited 150, the Black American community.
I don't have my invitation yet.
She pleaded that
the
Black American community, should see this here. So we invited 150 to watch it at Silverbird this evening. This evening.
Okay.
Yes.
So after this evening?
After this evening, they call the U.S. this month a Black History Month.
That's right, in America.
So we are going to Harvard University.
Okay.
To show it to them. There's been requests across the world to see this film.
Wow.
But I am.
You're becoming emotional about this one.
No, let's watch. People who watch it that day can attest to you what they saw, and
I actually was with Nana Kobilankatia, the Omani Office Card, not too long ago, and we're looking at some of these things. And I read his book. I don't know if you've read the book, but then I read his book, and I told him that I think this whole book ought to, be broken down so that those at the primary level would read and understand, because they can make that change. You understand that? I want to ask you same. Don't you think not showing your movie to the public would rather, do a lot of disservice to us? Because we would have to watch to know and then understand, so that this orientation that some of you lacked earlier, which has brought us here, we will not be repeating, we'll be oriented so well.
It is my wish that after my death, this film should be shown after my death. That is my real, real wish. This film can go public after.
Wow. So after showing it in America, we're not going to get to watch it again?
That is my wish, sir. After my death, then this film
will be shown.
Can be shown.
Let's go for the trailer once again. And when we are back in the studio, we wrap up with our conversations. Socrates, for the first time, I've seen him getting so emotional. Almost all the times I've watched him, I've seen a loud man over there. But today, he's quite emotional on my show, simply because we are talking about Tuntum. So let's go for the trailer once more. And when we are back in the studios, we wrap up with our conversations here.
A wise man once said, until the lions get to tell their side of the story, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. The scrolls, they have been hidden away for many, many years because the story must not be told. The time now is right to let the story out. Come with me on a journey of revelation. This is the lion's side of the story. Tum, tum.
That's right, so welcome back from that trailer. Now, Socrates, Obi, I'm a message with them for more. He's asking me not to mention his name. But of course, Joy has also joined me here on set, and I'm sure she would have a word or two for Socrates before he leaves. But this one goes to you. It's a question, and the person asking me not to mention the name. I'll say, in what ways does the film's message of reconciliation and renewal as depicted through the collective return to ancestral roots, align with the goals and the theme of the Beyond the Return initiative? And how do you see the film contributing to the broader objective of this initiative?
Okay, well, good question. And You see, if you watch the film, every bit of the film, if you are a researcher, you will find somewhere. History has it. From the Bible. And later, me share story, no? Then I was going through history. You know, baby I away. Ashantis, Gans, Ubia, history say you free the northern side and you bar down. Ashantis will tell you that they are from Sudan. If you check the history from Sudan, the Sudanese were coming from Egypt. You go to Egypt, they were blacks. The actual Egyptians, they were blacks. You go to Israel today, that area, no, they are blacks, indigenous. So how come the black race, no, and down? How come the black race, no? Any history just say they descended down. You are talking about the beyond the return. Beyond the return. Good. Right. So we are talking of a return to where it all started from. They were looking for something. They were chasing something. Something was directing them to a point.
Okay.
Something was directing them to a point. Check the Ghana history, and you will see the trace from where, when they say that they are from Israel, it tells you the things they came down from through the Nile, which was directing them.
You keep getting emotional about this, and I just don't want you to. I have one more.
No,
and then...
the truth.
It's hard to tell, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Is it? And
it bangs within you. Joy.
We don't know who we are.
Well, I like stories that stir up conversation and debate. And if we follow Socrate Safo's work, we realize there's always something to start a certain conversation. And I saw this very work from the very inception.
Whoa, you did?
Yes, I did. I got to read what he really wanted. Yes. I was right there in the studio when he started the animation and all of that. And I can tell you that this is going to take the nation by storm.
And he does not want to show it again. I mean, that's why my challenge is.
What happened to the guy who showed you the film?
Michael Na?
Yeah.
So I was asking whether he was the one who completed the entire...
Yeah, he completed it.
He completed the entire...
He was finding it difficult,
he,
right?
as a genius creator, struggled a lot because he had to come face to face with certain truths he even couldn't bear. But the truths were bare in his face. It was there. There are times he would tell me, I can't think about this. And
did it affect him mentally?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Michael is a genius.
The Michael that I went to meet was not
the same Michael.
I'm telling you.
And he stopped going attending church.
Yeah, in the end, it affected his outlook when it comes to Christianity and religion. It affected how, he started seeing himself as, I'm blessed. I'm actually part of the Genesis.
To be a black person.
And over the years, we've been lied to over, and he told me that a million times. Michael won't stop saying that. Michael Sokase Montrado that. Because now the truth was there in his face. He had to readjust, rethink, and learn new things. So this movie, it will be something.
Well, I don't know if you've met Rabbi Cohen yet, but they should be watching this one.
No, he will come.
He would come tonight.
The reason why I decided to show it to them when Annabelle was and in the theater, everybody and I can show you their comments.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have their comments.
I want you to watch something on the screen for me. What is that?
This is a cutlery fork. Yeah, you want to talk about hot fork?
You have something to say about that?
No.
All right, then. Let me quickly go
But this is my last film, man.
That's your last film?
Yeah.
You're not good. Oh, say that again.
Yeah, that's my last film.
You never say never, Socrates.
To it's your last film, you are never going to come out with any movie again.
I'm done. This is why God gave me the wisdom.
We need a sequel. If I have seen, we need a sequel.
No, actually, where we ended it, there is supposed to be
a sequel.
Ask yourself, how come when whites were looking for what brought them here, the first place they landed,
Okay.
Why? Where were they going?
I wish we have all day, but my time is up. We need to be wrapping up.
Yeah.
When you're back from America, let's meet you again, and then we can continue with our conversations. You'll come alive, definitely, because you are not leaving us now. It has been an interesting conversation, trust me.